Mid-January, I'm over at Linch Hill. Turned up first light this morning, well just before first light, and Stoneacres was frozen. Carried on, went to Willow, that was frozen and still is frozen. So I ended up on Christchurch, and as luck would have it, half of it is unfrozen. So I can get rods in the water, that's all I need. Watched it come light, beautiful sunrise this morning, got the kettle on. There's a great view from just literally here on the entrance. Stood there for probably 20 minutes, saw my first one. Literally just slotted out half a body, straight in front of a swim, well, a known sort of area that I know them to get at this time of year. But would you believe it, there was one person walking around, there was one car up here this morning, he was walking around, fair play to him as well, good angling, he was sat there in his chair, and he's obviously seen what I've seen. I actually see two in a similar area, right in the middle of the pond, where I would expect them to be, and it did look like they were up in the water, you know, just nodding their heads out. So it's going to be zigs, I reckon, as a starting point. I have got some bait with me, got a bit of manila, a bit of naturals as well, a few maggots and some casters, but I think I'm probably just going to go sort of opposite where I saw them fish jump out. Push the zigs out, get them right up in the water, probably work my way down through the day or something like that if I think I need to. I think I'm planning a bit far ahead there, so yeah, I'm going to get in the swim, probably going to settle peg 3, peg 4 area, fish that central body of water, put a few zigs out and judge it as we go really. We've got all day ahead of us, you know, watching the water, see what I see and go from there really. But yeah, going to unload, get down there, get some rods out. Buzzing this wind's come on now as well. A lot better for casting zigs out. Quite calm, if you're ever going to get a tangle on zigs, it's quite calm. Crosswind, you always know that foam's got a footer. Downwind, obviously your lead flies through, and the foam will always footer left or right, depending on the direction of the wind. Right, I'm in the swim, got my buzz on. The ice is starting to fall out now as well with this wind kicking in. And yeah, the fish that I saw this morning were sort of middle diddle really. So there's 4 swims, middle of the pond that means, by the way. There's 4 swims that sort of fish this central area. I've gone for peg 4, also known as the padded cell. I'm going to start on the zigs, definitely. You know, it's a good protocol to start, very little disturbance, I haven't got on lead up, baiting up, all that sort of stuff. And it's classic sort of zig weather, it's cold. The fish that I've seen, head pokes, really up in the layers. The air pressure is 1,040, so yeah, I'm going to start up tall. You know, I know it to be, I mean, looking at the water, I reckon it's probably 15, it'll be 16 foot at least. It's up a couple of foot here, so 16 foot out there, so I'm probably going to go a couple of feet down, 12, 13, 14, something like that. 3 zigs, up high. I can always cut them down and work downwards, but first things coming off the barrow is the rods. I'm going to get them straight out, and yeah, then set up camp. Let's do it. All ready to go now. I've literally gone for 11 foot, 12 foot, 13 foot height of zig that is, and I've got black foams, black aligners, and I've even blackened out the hooks as well. And I'm going to fan them out distance wise. You know, I'm going to spread them across the front of the swim, but also distance wise I'm going for 20 wraps, 21 wraps, 22 wraps. I know it's 180 yards straight across, so you can sort of go to about 23, 24, but obviously keep that distance from if anyone was to set up opposite. But yeah, these are going to go out for the evening now. You know, it's getting on in the day a bit now, probably 2 o'clock, so I'm going to get these rods out and they can stay there unless I see someone that says you need to move there, or you know, they're feeding fish clearly, you know, get some rigs on the bottom. I'll change to suit, but yeah, these can stay out for the night, and hopefully there's a bite on the cards. We shall see. That was bang on. Right, they've gone out absolutely spot on. Got a little drop in the bobbin just because I'm using braided mainline, instant indication as to what's going on out there. As soon as the fish picks up that hook, lead discharge, I want to know about it here. I've got 4 run leaders on though, just give me that little bit of stretch. Obviously 12, 13 foot of hook link as well. and I got the 3¼ pound soft rods. No bumping fish at the net, hopefully. But yeah, all left to do, get camp set up, get the kettle on, have a brew, watch the water, get a takeaway probably. Right, it is 4:10 now and we're losing light already. But, you know, that's what winter's all about. Long nights, so it's about keeping morale high. We're going to get an Indian with the lads, get a little fire on, you know, have a little bit of a social. But as soon as that's done and dusted, I'll be out here listening, you know, have a couple hours, because there's nothing worse. I'm sure everyone will be nodding their head at this. There's nothing worse than in the winter, if you get in that bivvy about 5 o'clock after dark, you end up falling asleep or something, and then waking up at some random time in the night. Might have just seen one out there. Was it a bird? We'll see in a minute. But yeah, nothing worse than just waking up randomly. Yeah, so I try and stay up as late as I can, really, listening, you know, just for that one sign, or even the other way around, no signs, you know, because then I've sort of like ruled this bit of water out. Obviously I'll be up in the morning, but there's options. The wind's picked up, the ice has gone. I imagine it's probably gone from Willow as well, so I can have a look at that tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to be up and about, looking and listening. Hopefully, predominantly, zigs on here has been night bite, so let's see if it happens. There's just something about the winter that it's just extra special, you know. I'm always fishing, I love my fishing, and I think every season's different, but the winter, it's just that time to slow down. It's more of a mental game than anything. The fishing in itself at the time, but also sort of forward thinking, pre-planning to what's to come. You know, like I say, it's that sort of taking the foot off the gas and thinking, rather than in the spring I'm running around like a headless chicken for what's happening. And yeah, the winter is that time to plan, you know. The nights are long, but the days are getting longer, and it just, yeah, every day you notice everything change. I mean, I'm out all winter, you know. Some people say it, I honestly do it, you know. I love seeing lads out in the winter that do and go right through, and it's not about catching is a bonus. It's all about that, enjoying them socials, you know, lighting fire. You know, it takes me back to my younger years with my brother, you know, building wigwams and fires and trying to keep warm, wrapping bloody tin foil around the toes, even though that does totally the opposite. You know, it can't help but think back when you're looking into a fire. You know, it's just it's mesmerising. But yeah, the winter is a special time of year. It's not for everyone, but it is for me. I've just been well and truly done, and it was on my Taurus Zig, which was a 13, so I'm literally just tying a fresh one up. I'm going to put a fleck of colour on it as well, black and orange this one, and then yeah, I'm probably going to redo the others to the same height. It's saying, you know, I've been done, which isn't great, but you've got to take the positives from it. Yeah, it literally just pulled up and then dropped straight back. Classic been done bite, the lead was still on. So yeah, I'm literally just going to notch these tail rubbers up a little bit as well, so these leads definitely ditch without a doubt. Lift all three up, get them all right up in the air, because this sun's coming out now as well. That just says, if anything, hopefully they're going to come up higher. 16 feet out there, thereabouts, so I'm probably going to go 14s, you know, right up in that top couple of feet. They'll be feeling this sun today, and that's what they want to get nice and warm. So yeah, I'm going to do this one, get the other two in, put them all back out there, nice and tall. It's the beauty of zigs, really. So say the beauty, you know, it's about playing around, depths, colours, working it out, changing areas, all that sort of thing. I feel like by the time you sort of suss them, You know, that's when you start capitalising on them. So hopefully I get this right by tonight. Because it's the moon coming. Full moon that is. So obviously I've done solid blacks, black on blacks, quite low down. I say low down, not as tall as these. Now I'm going to do colours for the daytime a lot higher. And by tonight I'll probably go tall ones but black on blacks. You know, just playing around and hopefully I get it right. But you know, obviously if something works in between then and now, then that's what I'll be doing for the night as well. Yeah, big moon, big carp, hopefully, as they say. Zig fishing plays a massive part in my angling, so I've got a dedicated compact tackle pouch with absolutely everything I could possibly need to fish with zigs. Thinking anglers do absolutely everything for zig fishing. I've got both breaking strains of ZFX hook link, I've got my scissors in here, my needles, anything I could need really. All my small hooks, I use size 8s or size 6s, curve points. I've got my hook sharpening equipment, my jag pens for colouring in the hook, and then obviously I've got all my little aligners and my foams all in the different colours because you've got to play around with them. And then in the front here, in this little pocket, I keep a little signature squid spray, which obviously I spray up the foam. And that's about it. So yeah, anything I need, I am going to go into my bag, messing around with the other stuff. I just know if I'm zig fishing, this is all I need. Right, the day's dragged on now, absolutely nothing going on, you know, I've been looking, nothing to tell me to move. You know, I'm in the middle of the pond, like I said yesterday, I feel like I'm in the right position, but I'm just going to change things up a bit for tonight. Did feel like I was guessing at the depth a bit, so I thought, you know what, I'll just double check, got the marker fault out, got the depth, and it was like 16, just over 16 foot, 16 and a half foot maybe, so I weren't too far off. But you know, with zig fishing, you've got to be precise, and I'm going to measure them zigs right up to the nth degree tonight really. I'm going to pull out all the stops and going black on blacks, real sharpened hooks, right up there, hopefully with this big moon tonight. It's full moon tonight, so hopefully them little zig liners will be, and the foams will be silhouetting up there, and hopefully I can get a, well, last chance of loom really, hopefully I can get myself a fish. Let's see. Zig just kicked out to the side. Yeah, it's one. They're all out there. I've done just about everything I can. Hopefully, they're playing ball. Right then, that is that. Nothing happened there. Oh, he says. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to sound like I'm making excuses, but you know, I had a big old hike for that full moon, and yeah, last night the fog just rolled in real early, and I think we've all been there where it does really kill it. And yeah, but look, let's not kid around. You know, this is not an easy lake at the best time of year. As a complex, it's not. So sort of clutching at straws really. I mean, right from the off, you know, they were all frozen, and half of this was frozen. So, you know, it's always going to be a gamble, but regardless of catcher or not, you know, I've been out here enjoying it, and at the same time, you know, seeing a couple of fish, it's something to build off, and I've got a couple of nights left. I could head, I'm going to go and have a walk around Stoneacres. The ice has come off both of the other lakes this morning, so I'm going to have a walk around there, and then also I've got the option of maybe going to Dinton or something. Still got a couple of nights. Sure, I've just seen something there, typically, but yeah, yeah, I'm definitely not going home yet. You know, the weather's really nice, it's getting warm now. Like I say, that ice has just come off, so hopefully the fish are moving around a bit. We shall see.
Come